वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरिः ओम्। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। नमो नमः। नमो नमः. We are almost halfway through our first act of Pratima Nataka. Now just to recap, we will see few things. Okay? Because we have seen this Anka apparently just to know the meaning of the drama. But now there are so many things which are hidden in it, like we say in between the lines. And also, there is Vachyartha and then there is a Gudhartha also. So, if we come to know about the Gudhartha and the meaning in between the lines, we enjoy the drama better. So, today we will just go through whatever we have learned so far. Okay? First act, when there is the important ghatanas, the incidences in this first act is coronation, Rama's coronation ceremony, the beginning of it and how it stops. That is one thing. And another is that Valkala Prasanga. That Valkala Prasanga, we have to learn bit in detail to enjoy that. Only then we will come to know about the Pratibha Shakti of Bhasa. Okay? There is one word in third verse. I think I didn't. Did I explain to you? Pushyaratha. That is a ratha, a yana used by king. Why it is used? Because during festivity, king sits in that pushparatha. It is called pushparatha because it is decorated with so many flowers and all, and beautiful to look at. And the king sits in that ratha and takes round in the city to know how people are happy, how they are rejoicing, how they have decorated their houses, their roads and themselves, and how they utsava priyaha khalu janaha, we say. So, to see the festivity in the city, king sits in that ratha and takes round in the city. That is Pushya Ratha, which is offered to him, given to him during his coronation. Okay? Then another thing is about Shakuntala, the beautiful, everything is beautiful, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder, that I have told you. And then in verse 5, that this is Rama's soliloquy sort of, He says, Hanta bhoho, arabdhe patahe sthite gurujane, bhadrasane langhite. There he says, everything was ready. Coronation ceremony was about to take place. And at that time, Radnya ahuya visarjite mai. Here, that Sati Saptami is used. Radnya visarjite mai. Radnya ahuya. The king called me and visarjite mai, and sent me away, And that time, I did not show any disturbance on my face. I was very calm. That calmness, people were really wonderstruck. Such a thing has happened, and how Rama is so cool and calm. He is not showing anything on his face about his disturbed mind. And here Rama's characterization we can see. He says, Swaputraha kurute yadi pitu Swaputraha kurute pituhu yadi vachaha kas tatra bhoho vismayaha. What is there to feel wonder? Why are people so astonished? So, if a son follows his father's orders, it's a rule, it's niti, it's the way of behavior of putra that he has to follow his father's order, not a question to be asked. He cannot ask father, why? Whatever his father has told him, he has to do. These are the etiquettes, and this is nitiman vyavahara. So if Rama follows that, why people should get astonished? So he says there is nothing. And the putra is also aurasa putra. He is not anaurasa putra. He is aurasa putra. He is legal son. So he has to follow his father's vachaha. So this is one thing. This Sati Saptami and this Rama's characterization, I just wanted to point out to you. Then another thing is that verse I told you, Samam Bashpena Patata Tasyo Parimam Padha Piturme Kledita Upadau Mamapi Kleditam Shiraha. That I explained to you. And after that, Rama says, Sita is asking him, after that what happened? Tatas tataha. After 6th verse, he says, Tatas tataha, then what happened? Rama says, Tataha apratigruhyamaneshu anunayeshu asanna jara doshaihi svaihi pranaihi shapitaha. When Dasaratha told him, Pratigruhyatam Rajyam, here Rama tells her, Adyasmi Maharajena, etc. Matrugotram Snigdham Bhashya. Putra, Matrugotra, that is Kausalya. So he must have called him Kausalya Nandana. Come here, come. Putra Rama, Kausalya Nandana, Pratigruhyatam Rajyam Ityuktaha. Take this kingdom, this is yours. Thereafter, Sita is asking, what happened after that? He says, Tataha apratigruhyamaneshu anunayeshu. Here again that rachana of Sati Saptami is observed. Pratigruhyamaneshu anunayeshu svaihi pranaihi asmi shapitaha. I was not willing to take Rajya because I wanted my father to be there as long as he can, and I just wanted him to be there and me as his putra. That is the most favorable and most anandadayi situation for me. So he was not much willing to be a king. The king kept on requesting him, Anunaya, politely, firmly, he kept on convincing Rama, Putra Rama, Pratigruhyatam Rajyam. But Rama did not want to take, so he kept on saying no, no, no. And then Raja, told him, if you don't take this, if you don't accept this Rajya, then my pranas will leave me very easily. Why? Because asanna jara doshaihi. Jara is vruddhatva, old age. Because of that old age, there are many doshas. And the Jara doshas are asanna, they are nearby, they are here with me. So if you do not accept this Rajya, then because of those Jara dosha, I will leave my pranas. So this was the final, decision. And firmly Raja Dasaratha tells Rama, then Rama has no other paryaya but to accept the Rajya. So Sita says, tatas tata. What happened after that? Then the coronation ceremony takes place, and Shatrughna, Lakshmana, they hold the ghata which contains Abhisheka Toya, and then Raja himself holds the chhatra over him, and he is very happy. Rudita, he is very happy because his favorite son Rama is finally ready to accept this Rajya. For that he is very happy, and because of happiness the ashru are shedded. So Rudata Nrupatina Gruhite Chhatre. Here also the Sati Saptami is used, and in this situation Sambhrantaya, in a hurry, kimapi mantharaya cha karne radnyaha shanaihi abhihitam. Manthara came there in a sambhramita stage, and something she whispered in the ears of Maharaja, and na cha asmi raja, and I am not the king. Sita's character, see, Sita is not disturbed at all. She is also equally, stable-minded and very, very, she is just like Rama. She says, Priyam me, good thing has happened, Maharaja eva Maharajaha, Aryaputra eva Aryaputraha. Now Maharaja is, that means the situation has not changed. Maharaja is Maharajaha and Aryaputra is Aryaputraha. And then why you have removed all the alankaras? Rama asked her. She had heard the news of Rama's Abhisheka, so she was happy that, oh, my husband is going to be the king. So naturally when they are happy, they give whatever their alankaras or whatever something at their hand to the person who is telling them the good news. So here that Dasi has told Sita about coronation of Rama. So Sita was very happy and she wanted to give that Dasi something. So she removed her alankaras and gave to Dasi. That is why she was Vimukta Alankaraha. She was Vimukta Alankaraha. And Rama notices it, and Rama then describes that you have just removed the abharana that is seen, because the indriyas, the gatras, they have not resumed their original shape. And that verse is there. And Sita says thereafter, 8th verse, and after that when Rama describes what is that? Rama describes that he has noticed she is without any alankara. Sita says, Parayati Aryaputraha alikam api satyam eva mantrayitum. This is Krutak Kopa sort of. She tells Rama, see, Aryaputra is able to, describe a thing which is not true. But he has a power to describe a thing which is not true as if it is true. He will describe it and you will feel it is true. But the thing is not true. So here, my husband is very expert. That is what she tells. Alikam. Alikam is asatya, not true. Describing the true things exactly as they are easily possible. Rama says, now if so, then you put on your alankaras, I'll hold the mirror for you. And then in that adarsha, he holds adarsha, that is mirror, in front of her, and then in that adarsha, he sees that adarshe valkalani va kimete surya rashmaya. Suddenly, Rama notices the hidden bark dress on her person from the reflected image inside the mirror and asks Sita, it looks like bark dress in the mirror. Adarshe valkalani va kimete surya rashmaya. What is it? Are they reflected glare of the sun producing illusion? When he asks that, Sita smiles and Rama immediately notices. He says, Hasitena paridnyatam. Because of your smile, I got it. Krida, and then the next question, the next two words are really very important. He says, your smile speaks. Well, is it just a freakish fancy, Krida, or some serious resolve for austerity? Because she is smiling, he feels that she is wearing those valkalas jokingly. Freakish fancy, how will I look in it? But, or niyama spruha. Here lies the suggestion. And it is impossible to miss the beautiful irony hidden in this last question of Rama, by which the dramatist throws the oblique hint of Sita's coming forest life. Austerity in a most casual manner. He has described it in a most casual manner. But what he is describing? Her forthcoming forest life, which has a charm all in its own. The prophetic irony becomes more touching when Rama too develops an unprompted liking for bark dress and asks for it. He asks for it. Let us see. And then Avadatika is very close to Sita. So Rama asks Avadatika, Avadatike, kim etat? What is this? And Avadatika says, Bhartaha, kinnu khalu shobhate, na shobhate, iti kautuhalena abadhani. Whether they suit on me or not, that was just a kautuhala, curiosity. So because of curiosity, she is wearing it. Special credit is due to Bhasa here for making the whole episode highly natural by preparing the ground for it well in advance. This episode appears very natural. The suggestions contained in various arrangements for coronation, drama performance, because they says you go to Sangeeta, Natyashala and tell those Natakiyam to prepare for a drama, that thing, then picking up Valkala by Avadatika from that Sangeeta Shala, green room, and thus linked with the main plot. All these things are linked with the main plot, and these things do not hang loose, unconnected with the drama. They all point at the same time, and they all point to the same ghatana, same thing, main plot of the drama. That is the beauty. Then Rama says, Ikshvakunam vruddhalankaras tvaya dharyate. In Raghuvamsha, Kalidasa has described in his verse शैशवे अभ्यस्त विद्यानां यौवने विषयेषिणां वार्धके मुनिवृत्तीनां योगेनान्ते तनुत्यजां. So there Kalidasa has described the way of life of Kuru Ikshvaku Vansha kings. In the young age, Shaishava, Shishyoho Bhavaha, Shaishavaha. In Shaishava, as a child, they learn various vidyas. Then when they are young, they enjoy all the Vishayas. They take enjoyment in all other things, Vishaya Bhoga. And in the old age, they follow Munivrutti. And they go to forest, they do tapa, and then yogenante tanutyajam. Then with yoga, they just leave their bodies and go to heaven. This is the way of life of Ikshvaku Vansha. So Rama says to Sita, this is the Vruddhalankara of Raghu kings. In the old age, they go to forest. But Sita begs to, Rama also develops Astya Asmakam Pritihi. As mentioned here, Rama also asks for another Valkala. I like it, give me one. Then Sita says, no, please. Please don't utter these amangal, inauspicious words. Ma khalu Aryaputro amangalam bhanatu. Then say, Maithili kimmartham varayasi. Why are you preventing me from wearing this? Because then Sita says, you are left off the coronation. This is inauspicious in itself. Now your Valkala Dharana also looks inauspicious to me. True. One after the other, such things are happening. So naturally her mind is sad, but she is not showing it openly. But here she mentions that these are amangala things. So please don't ask for Valkala. And then comes the 10th verse. In 10th verse he says, see, Ma swayam manyum utpadya parihase visheshataha sharirardhena me purvam abaddahi yadatvaya. The meaning is like this, कि now you do not entertain evil idea. Ma swayam manyum utpadya, especially in a matter of jest. Visheshataha parihase. Parihasa is joke. It's not true. I am just telling you this jokingly. Okay, I'll tell you that prasanga from Shakuntala after we complete this. Do not entertain, Rama says, do not entertain evil idea, especially in a matter of jest. And when the Valkala have been already worn by you, who form half of my body, sharirardhena me, purvam abaddhahi yadatvaya. You are my sharirardha and you are already wearing it. Then why are you preventing me from wearing it? Assume that I have worn them. You assume that as if I have worn them because you are my sharirardha, you are my ardhangini, so you wearing Valkala by you is as good as wearing Valkala by me. So it's okay. So when she wears the Valkala, it is as good as him wearing it. This shows their happy marriage. This shows their happy marriage, as if one soul and two bodies. Shiva and Shakti. Nataraja is Ardhanari Nateshwara. Half of his body is of Parvati. They are Shiva and Shakti. They are Shiva and Shakti. Now I will tell you this Parihasa from Shakuntala. Dushyanta Raja goes to Kanvamuni's ashrama. He sees Shakuntala and he is madly in love with Shakuntala. And Vidushaka is with him. Vidushaka doesn't come inside the ashrama. He is waiting outside with his other Sena. So when he comes there, he gets a message from his mother that his mother was following some vrata, and for its Udyapana, she wanted Dushyanta to come to Nagara. Now Dushyanta is not willing. He doesn't have a mind to go to Nagara, because he wants to stay with Shakuntala as long as he can. So he finds out a way. He calls Vidushaka and tells him that my mother looked upon you as her son. I am her son and you are also like her son. So instead of me, you go to Nagara. Vidushaka agrees. But at the same time, Dushyanta has a fear in his mind that I have told him everything about Shakuntala, that she looks beautiful and I am in love with her and everything I have told this fellow Vidushaka. Now if he goes to Nagara and he is a mad fellow, he will tell all this to everybody. So while leaving, he says, see, you go there, but don't tell all this what I told you to Nagaravasi over there. Okay, because Parihasami Jalpitam, I told you this jokingly. She is Ashrama Kanya and I am king. So I just told you jokingly. Parihasami Jalpitam Sakhe Paramarthena na gruyyatam vachaha. I have told you jokingly, don't take them seriously. This is what. And that sentence has lot of meaning in the drama Shakuntala, and it helps drama develop further. And everything which is shown in drama is justified with such small sentences. It's a beautiful drama. You must have studied it before. So here I just remembered that Parihasa Vijalpitam, so I mentioned it to you. And then next is Ha Ha Maharaja. Nepathe, they hear Ha Ha Maharaja. Here Ha Ha iti khedai. Ha Ha iti khedai. When they have to show kheda, sadness, that time Vishada, Ha Ha is used. Sambhrame dvirukti. When there is sambhrama, there is dvirukti. And here kheda vishaya is Dasaratha. Here kheda vishaya is Dasaratha. I remember a verse, Ha Ha. Keshavam patitam drishtva Pandava harsha nirbharaha. Rudanti kaurava sarve Ha Ha Keshava Keshava. Here the double meaning, you must be knowing this verse. Keshava is dead body in water. Ke means water, Shava is dead body. Keshava is dead body in water. And Pandava means frogs. Pandava has another meaning, frogs. Kaurava has another meaning as crows. So the meaning, this verse has double meaning. When Keshavam patitam drishtva Pandava harsha nirbhara. When Keshava, Shri Krishna, is fallen down, he is fallen down, and seeing Keshava fallen down, Pandavas are harsha nirbhara. How can it be possible? When Keshava falls down, how can Pandavas be harsha nirbhara? You have to think. It is not those Pandavas and it is not that Keshava. Here they mean something else. So, Rudanti Kaurava Sarve, all the crows are crying. Kauravas are crying. Why Kaurava should cry? On the contrary, Kauravas should become Harsha Nirbhara and Pandavas should cry. Here it is different. Here the Kaurava Sarve Ha Ha Keshava Keshava. Oh Ha Ha Keshava Keshava. The dead body has fallen into the water. If the dead body is fallen into the water, crows have no approach to it. If Pandavas means frogs, if dead body falls into the water, the Pandavas, that means the frogs, have access to it. So that is why naturally the Pandavas are Harsha Nirbharaha and Kauravas are unhappy. And to show that Kheda, the words Ha Ha Keshava Keshava, oh, the body has fallen in water. That is what Kauravas are Rudanti. I just remembered this verse, so I told you. Then Sita asks Aryaputra, Kim etat? Ha Maharaja. She also hears, and she is quite attached to Raja Dasaratha. She considers him just like her father, and she has very great respect for her father-in-law, that is Dasaratha. So she asks him, Aryaputra, Kim etat? What is this? Rama, he listens, and she says, Narinam Purushanam cha nirmaryado yatha dhvanihi suvyaktam prabhavam iti mule daivena taditaha. Now, Daiva is all powerful. All powerful. When this clamor of women and men is loud beyond limit, nirmaryado yada dhvanihi, it is quite evident that fate has struck at the very root, thinking itself to be all powered. I have power over all. That is what the fate has meaning. It is displaying its power without discriminating. For fate there is no discrimination. Fate doesn't consider that this is Raja. Fate doesn't consider this is a small child. Fate doesn't consider this is Stree, this is a woman. No, fate doesn't consider anybody. It has power over everybody. And now Raja Dasaratha is in calamity. Calamity has fallen over Raja Dasaratha. So here that Nirmaryada Dhvani, after listening to that, Rama says, Suvyaktam, it is quite obvious that Mule Daivena Taditam. Mule Kutharaha. Mule Daivena Taditam. Dasaratha, King Dasaratha is the Mula of that kingdom. You know, he is Raja. So the fate has Taditam. Daivena Taditam. Mule Daivena Taditam. And he says, now he orders that go and find out why this dhvani, nirmaryada dhvani. So he sends somebody, Kanchukiya goes out and he tries to find out what it is, and then he comes back and then says, Paritrayatam, Paritrayatam Kumaraha. See, again here Dvirukti. That means Sambhrama, Sambhrame Dvirukti. Arya ka paritratavyaha. Ka paritratavyaha. Whom I have to protect? Who is to be protected? Maharajaha. He says, Maharajaha, Maharaja iti. Now you can say, Nanu Vaktavyam Eka Sharira Sankshipta Prithvi Rakshitavya iti. Dasaratha was ruler of whole earth. So he feels that whole earth is to be protected. When you say Dasaratha is Maharaja is to be protected, that means the whole earth is to be protected. Eka Sharira Sankshipta Prithvi Rakshitavya. And then he asks him, Atha Kuto Utpannoyam Doshaha. Where has this dosha arisen from? Maharajasya, what is dosha? Maharajasya vipatti praptaha, vipatti prapta rupaha doshaha. Doshaha means this vipatti praptaha doshaha. Whose doshaha? Maharajasya doshaha means Maharaja is in vipatti. That is Maharaja's doshaha. Kanchukiya says Swajanat. Swajanat. From whom has the danger arisen? Kanchukiya says Swajanat. Atmiyat. Parijanat. Swajanat. Who are all Swajana? Those whom you feel they are Atmiya. Those who are, you feel your own people. They are Swajana. The Swajana are Parijana also. Those who are around you all the time, looking after you, they are also called Swajana. Here they are Parijana. And Pari means around. They are around you, from the people around you. He says Hanta. But then he learns that it is Swajanat. Rama immediately answers that Swajanatiti Hanta Nasti Pratikaraha. If the dosha is utpanna by Swajana, then there is no pratikara. Atmiya janat utpanna doshaha, there is no pratikara. In Mahabharata Yuddha, Arjuna had to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. You know it. And we know how painful it was for him. It was painful for Arjuna. Before the war began, he knew that he had to fight the Swajana. He knew before war that he had to fight the Swajana. But just at the time of war, he couldn't make himself fight against Swajana. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. He says to Bhagavan Krishna, Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam yad rajya sukhalobhena hantum swajanam udyataha. Because of this lobha for rajya, this greed for rajya, we have prepared ourselves for war against our swajana. There were people of his own age, there were people who were elder to him. In elderly people, he could see Pitamaha, his Acharya, everybody. So he was so full of Vishada. So Swajana Pratikara is very, very difficult. So Rama here says, Swajanatiti na asti pratikaraha. Sharire arihi praharati hrudaye swajanas tatha. Kasya swajana shabdo me lajjam utpadayishyati. Beautiful sentence Rama says. Sharire arihi praharati. Ari, its enemy, strikes at the body. Enemy strikes at the body. A relative does so at the heart. When a relative hurts you, your heart is broken. Can you, if there is a wound on your body, you can show it to somebody. Here is the wound and he hit me. He is the cause of this wound, Shatru. But if Swajana insults you or causes you pain at the heart, can you show that pain to anybody? Can you show that pain to anybody? No. That is why that pain which is felt at heart is more painful. It's very, very painful. And so, next he asks, Kasya swajana shabdo lajjam utpadayishyati. To whom does this term relative belong that will cause shame to me? It is shameful for me that if swajana is causing this pain, it is really painful for me. He says that lajjam utpadayishyati, I shall simply feel ashamed to own such a person as my relative. And then immediately this Kanchukiya tells him, Tatra bhavatyaha Kaikeyaha. Straightforward, bluntly he tells him, because he knew that this is because of Kaikeyi. So he was already angry. His mind was full of hatred towards Kaikeyi. So while answering this question of Rama, his mind is full of krodha. So he straight away tells him, Tatra bhavatyaha Kaikeyaha. Because of Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi has created this problem. Tatra kim ambayaha? My mother. Swajana is my mother. Kim ambayaha? And then immediately he feels, te nahi udarkena gunena atra bhavitavyam. If my mother has done this, then there must be some definite reason, and that must be a good reason. Otherwise, my mother will not behave like this. She will not do like this. Because when the Anushtana was being carried out, she knew that she will bear this dosha. If she goes and stops that Anushtana, then naturally everybody will blame her. And knowingly she does it, that means she has something good wish in her mind towards me. Some good thing will happen, and that is why she is ready to accept the dosha also on her. But she stopped. She has created this dosha, stopped the coronation, and also now created calamity on Maharaja. Udarkena gunena bhavitavyam. Udarkena means uttarafalena gunena hitakaranena. Now, ayam sampratam doshatvena bhasamano api. Now you feel that it is dosha now at present, but pariname, at the end of it, gunaya eva kalpeta. You take it for granted that even at present, even if it seems like a dosha, later on it will bear good fruit. Gunaya eva kalpeta. Parinama will be hitakara. And he just doesn't say it, he proves it. And he says, when Kanchukiya asks him, Kathamiva, how you feel that there will be hitakari thing which will take place afterwards? Rama says, Shruyatam. And then he recites that verse. Yasya shakra samo bharta. Maya putravati jaya. She has everything in her life, Her husband Dasaratha, Kaikeyi's husband Dasaratha, is like Shakra. Shakra means Indra. And Indra and Dasaratha, they have very good contacts among themselves. They had very good relations. Whenever Indra was in difficulty while defeating Asuras, Indra would send for Dasaratha. Dasaratha had that ability to go to Swarga, fight against Asura and win victory for Indra. So Shakra Samo, he is like Shakra. Shakra is the king of gods. And Dasaratha is like Indra. So yasyaha Shakra Samo Bharta and Maya Putravati Chasa. I am her son. Maya cha, she is Putravati. I am her son. I am willing to do whatever she wants. I will fulfill her desire. I will never let her down. Whatever she says, I will do the thing for her. Then where is the problem? Why she should ask? Why she should do such thing? Phale kasmin spruha tasyaha. What kind of fruit she wants? Yena akaryam karishyati. She doesn't need anything in this world, because whatever she wants, we are capable of giving it to her. Then what kind of a phala she has desired for? Yena akaryam karishyati. Akaryam. Karyam is a kartum yogyam karyam. Akaryam, which is not kartum yogya, that is akaryam. Whatever Kaikeyi has done is akaryam. So that akaryam, why she should do? That means she is not longing anything for her, but some other gunas must be there, some other hitakari gunas must be there. For that she has done this. Kanchukiya gets annoyed. He is not convinced. He is not convinced. They all love Rama immensely, and because Rama's coronation is stopped, they are very angry. So by listening to Rama's talk, Kanchukiya is not convinced. And then he says, Kumara, अलम उपहतासु स्त्री बुद्धिषु स्वम आर्जवम उपनिक्षेप्तुम. अलम उपनिक्षेप्तुम अलम. What? Swam arjavam. Swam arjavam. Buddhis arjavam here is buddhisaralyam. The straightforwardness of your buddhi. Applying for this Kaikeyi is enough now. Because upahatasu means nashtasu. They are swabhava kutilashu stri buddhishu. Striyam matishu. Striyam matihi upahata, that is nashta. It is swabhava kutila. So, for her, it is enough. You do not apply your buddhi saralya to that. You don't know Kaikeyi's swabhava. Striyam swabhava, striyam buddhi, he is bringing forward and telling Rama that enough now. Don't try to explain her deeds. Aryaha, gunaha, and then he, Kanchuki, doesn't leave him at that. He says, suppose Maharaja, she has created calamity, that is okay. But now he tells Rama that tasyaha eva khalu vachanat bhavat abhisheko nivruttaha. When the thing is personalized, it is more effective. So Kanchukiya comes forward and tells Rama that, see, because of her vachana, your coronation, your bhavataha abhavat abhisheko nivruttaha. Your abhisheka was stopped because of her vachana. Rama says, Arya gunaha khalu atra. Here also there are so many good qualities. Hitakara, kalyanakari deed. He said, what? Here also you feel this is kalyanakari? Kathamiva? And Rama says, Shruyatam. Listen. And that 14th verse comes, Vanagamana nivrittihi parthivasya, parthiva means raja, pruthayaha ayam iti parthivaha. Pruthayaha ayam iti parthivaha, that is king. And king's vana nivritti, vanagamana nivritti. Father does not have to retire and go to forest. Mama pitru paravatta balabhavaha sa eva. So he is, now my father will not have to go to vana. He is nivritta from vanagamana. So he is saved from that klesha. In vana, naturally he will have to face many, klesha, his body and everything, because whatever comforts he are getting in Narendra Bhavana, those comforts and he is used to them, that he will not get in forest. So there would be klesha for his body. So Maharaja is saved from those kleshas. So this is one thing. I am under my father and my position as child remains the same. Mama pitru paravatta, and I will be under my father. My pitru paravatta, I will be care of my father. And balabhavaha sa eva. I remain as a child, the same Rama and the same balabhava. I will have Navanrupati vimarshe, nasti shanka prajanam. Now the subjects, praja, will have no worries about the future king. Suppose Dasaratha goes to Vana, decides to go to Vana, praja will have a question in its mind. Who will be the king after Dasaratha? So they don't have to worry also, because they know Dasaratha is king and he is continuing. So praja will have not to worry. My brothers are not deprived of the enjoyment of pleasures. अथ न च परिभोगैः वंचितां भ्रातरो मे. My brothers are not deprived of the enjoyments of pleasure which they share with me now. If I become the king, my brothers will have little restrictions, some restraint on their behavior, that I am Raja, so they have to follow, be under my orders. They will have to follow me. But now they will share each other everything. There is nothing like nicha, apara bhava. We are all one and we save, we share everything among ourselves. So they will be also free, by enjoyments of all kind of pleasures. Note how, like Sita, Rama also attaches the first importance to his father's comfort. Pitru Paravatta. It means I have no responsibility on my shoulders. I shall have to execute the orders of my father only, so I shall not incur blame. If I do whatever I feel like and something wrong happens, I will be blamed. But now, my father being the king, I will be following his orders. So if anything goes wrong, the blame will not be on me. I will be free from blame. And then Bala Bhava. Bala Bhava, had I been the king, I should have been the head of the family, and so cease to be a child. The days of childhood are the happiest. Parikshane, consideration of a matter, paribhogaihi. Pari means paritaha. Paribhogaihi, paritaha bhogahi. Full enjoyment. Full enjoyment is paribhogaihi. Enjoyment of pleasure according to their will, which they could not have been done had I been the king, feeling constrained. See how Rama's feelings are. So noble character, Adarsha, ideal character is Rama. And Kanchukiya says, even now Kanchukiya is not convinced. He says, Athacha taya anahuta upasrutaya. Anahuta cha asau upasruta cha bharataha abhishishyatam rajya iti uktam. She was not called there. She was not called there, but she came on her own, anahuta. Ahuta, she was called. Anahuta, she was not called. She was not invited, but she came there. Upasruta, she came near there. Swayam agatya prarthitavati. She came on her own and then she did prarthana. She requested what? Bharataha abhishicyatam. Now, this thing is not Rajya Lobha. Has she not done it out of Rajya Lobha? Because she wanted her son to be a king, she did all these things. What do you think? These are not Lobha Guna? Athava ayamapi alobha gunaha itiva so upalambam pruchati. This is taunting. He asks it in a different tone. She has stopped your coronation. She has, without inviting, she has come there to Maharaja and requested him that her son Bharata should be the king. Now, is this not Rajya Lobha? Is this not Rajya Lobha? And still you say, Hitakara, Kalyanakari. Is this so? So tauntingly, so upalambam he is. Anahutacha asau upasrutacha. She was not invited. Ahuta means she was invited. Anahuta means negation. She was not invited. She was not invited there, but Swayam Agatya, she came there on her own. And is that not Rajya Lobha? Athava ayamapi alobha gunaha? She asked for Bharata's coronation. Now, do you think this is not Lobha Guna? It is Lobha Guna. So he is tauntingly asking Rama, that why do you say that? Why this? Why is this? Now Rama says, Arya bhavan khalu asmat pakshapatat eva na artham avekshate. He says, Bhavan Arya bhavan khalu asmat pakshapatat eva. You are on our paksha. You are on our paksha. Pakshe pataha, pakshapataha. Artham is vastavam. Vastavik, you are on my side. You have a favor in my side, so you are not finding any artha in that. Suppose what Rama has to say, that Kanchikuya has love for Rama. So because of that, everything goes in favor of Rama. So whatever goes not in favor of Rama, Kanchikuya gets annoyed with the things. So Rama convinces him, that you are feeling all this because you are pakshapati towards me. Na artham avekshate. The vastava, you are not, whatever things are really happening, you are not able to see them. And then kutaha, why? Because why you are not seeing the actual things which is the vastava. And then in the next verse, Rama tells him what vastava is. In the next verse, that is the 15th verse. That 15th verse we will do next time, because there are so many things to be explained in that. So we will go through that verse next time in detail. Right now, let us conclude here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.